Today, we're tackling a backyard classic, and let's be honest, most of us screw it up.
We are grilling burgers on a gas grill, and I'm going to be honest, I always end up overcooking them.
Stay with us as we show you how to create wonderful burgers on a gas grill.
This is backyard cooking done right.
Burgers on a gas grill. I'm Joe.
I'm Craig. Are we gonna roll it?
Roll it. Roll the intro.
Joe's going to show you how to solve 4 of the most common problems people have with cooking burgers on a gas grill.
One of the first problems people have with grilling burgers is flare-ups. Let's be honest. A gas grill and flare-ups, that's always a possibility.
I think one of the biggest problems that people have, and you probably can relate, hockey pucks.
You talking about the thick, burnt burger that you got to cover up with ketchup?
Yep.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Some people do a great job grilling burgers on a gas grill. Next thing you know, you're squeezing them together and that bottom bun's just falling apart.
Yeah, I hate that. Let's just be honest. If your burger's falling apart, it's not the grill. It's you. We're going to show you how to solve these problems today.
Some say the perfect burger is an 80-20 grind here. We've got this from our local butcher. I've already got it broken down about 1.5 pounds here, and we're going to start off by adding some of that Bluff City Rub. Of course, you can always get this recipe in the description below. Got a little Worcestershire sauce here. We're going to mix it up, but we don't want to over mix the meat. We're going to get all that turned in together. And we're doing 1/2 pound burgers today, so once we get everything mixed up, we're going to evenly space this out into about 4 burgers, each about 1/2 pound. And one of the things we want to do is make sure they're consistently the same size. And that'll make sure our burgers cook evenly on a gas grill. You may notice that I already have a bun out here, and we are going to sacrifice this bun. Right, we've got approximately 4 burgers here that are all about the same size, and we've got a bun out. One of the problems that people run into is patty out their burger, they get it nice and round, and you check it there, it's about the same size as the bun itself. When these cook on a gas grill, they're going to contract and become like a big meatball, kind of coming back to like this. So one thing we want to do is make sure we pat this patty flat enough that we have about 1/2 inch of meat hanging over the side of the bun. And now you can see here the patty is bigger than the bun, and that's what we're looking for. Right, we're going to go ahead and patty out all 4 of our patties like this, and we're going to toss this bun in the trash for everyone that's watching. You know you're going to hear about that later.
Comment section is brutal, bro.
When I'm patting out burgers, one of the things I like to do, Greg, is take my thumb and just kind of push that edge back in, make it nice and round.
Pretty good technique.
All right, we've got our grill warming up, but one of the things you'll notice is we've taken our regular grates out of our gas grill here and replaced them with grill grates. Grill grates are excellent at blocking the flames from coming up and hitting the burger and burning them, and they convert all that vertical heat into radiant heat, create a good sear on that burger, sealing in all those juices. So if you do have time, you got a little extra money, these are a great upgrade for your gas grill. We're going to set up a 2-zone fire. We've got our center and right burner on, our left burner off. Main reason we're going to do this is if we have any flare-ups, we'll just take the burgers and move them over here out of the flames. So we don't end up with any charred burgers today. All right, so we got our grill. We're up there right where we want to be, between 5 and 550. Last thing we want to do before we put these burgers on a gas grill is go ahead and oil our grill grates. We want clean grill grates while we're cooking. That'll keep our burgers from sticking and falling apart. And one of the tips today we're going to do is we've got an onion cut in half with a bowl full of olive oil. We're just going to rub that real quick on our grates. This will keep our burgers from sticking and do some beautiful grill marks on these burgers when you can smell that onion cooking too. And last thing before we put these on, we talked about those inconsistent football shaped burgers. We're just going to put a little dimple here, these burgers in a consistent shape as they cook on this gas grill. Now we're going to be cooking here at about 500, 550, about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and we'll be rotating these burgers. All right, we've been cooking about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. We're getting ready to rotate these burgers, and the first thing we want to do is make sure we got good clean grill grates. So we're going to put just a little more oil on our grill grates. Then we're going to take these grill grates and we're going to kind of rotate the burgers. The burgers that are in the front, going to get a nice 45, rotate it in the back. Take the one that's in the back, just rotate them around up front. But you can see how these grill grates are doing a great job of keeping the flames from leaping up. We're not having any flare-ups right now. So we're about 4 minutes into our cook, and we have not had one flare-up cooking these burgers on a gas grill. So here we are again. Remember, thing we want to do is oil these grill grates. One of the things that we didn't cover earlier in the video is we did take the time to go ahead and clean these grill grates and clean this grill prior to the cook. That will also help with flare-ups. And you can see that nice sear on these burgers. Now here at Bluff City, you know how we do it. We've always got to add one more layer of flavor to these burgers on a gas grill.
Like it. I like it.
Greg, if you take a quick close-up here, you can see how these grill grates are holding all this oil and grease and keeping it from dripping down into the fire, preventing some of our flare-ups. You'll see them leap up a little bit, but they just go right away. All right, we're going to keep cooking for another 2 minutes and rotate these burgers. All right, one of the common mistakes that people do is they'll get in here and they're working on their burgers, and for some reason people just think we need to squeeze that burger. And there you go, you got a flare-up just like that. Anytime we get a flare-up, we'll just take this burger, we're going to let that fat burn off. Now, that's a good example of why we don't want to squeeze our burgers on a gas grill. Now that our flare-up's out, we can simply take our burger back. All right, we're about 6 minutes in on our burgers, and we're going to do one last rotation here. Oil our grates. All right, at this point, we want to start probing our burgers for temperature. We're cooking a medium well today, somewhere around 140, 145. And you can see here, we're about the 112, 115, so we're going to go just a few more minutes. And to finish these burgers off, we're going to take them over to our cool side. They're still going to continue to cook up to an internal temperature of 140, but we're going to get these out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and top these with some cheese. We got some Colby Jack here. Now, them burgers are looking good, Greg. They got a wonderful sear. Those guys are looking good. Now we're just going to go ahead, put some cheese on a few of these. Maybe some of our guests don't want cheese. This is going to take us on to our next issue, the soggy bun. If we were to put this burger on a gas grill directly on this bun, it would become soggy. One of the things we're going to do today, we're going to take some mayonnaise and we're going to spread it on the bun. And we're going to use this to sear the bun, toast the bun, and create a protective layer from those juices. Now these buns are going to cook quick, so we're going to need to watch them and rotate them here pretty quick. We know these burgers done when we hit around 140, 145. That's what we're looking for. And I can see we are right there, Greg, maybe a little over. But these are going to be wonderful burgers, not burnt, juicy, right off the gas grill. This is just the way Bluff City likes them. Extra layers of flavor. Let's take a look at these buns, see how they're toasting up. Well, that is looking fantastic. Our burgers are ready. We're ready to get these things off of the gas grill. Cheese is starting to melt. All right, Greg and I have been grilling burgers on a gas grill. They look like they've come out fantastic. Taking all the steps to ensure they're not burnt, juicy. You know, we even talked about making sure these burgers come out the same size as the patty. That's a common problem. You get done and that burger is smaller than your patty. You can see here we've taken the time. We're gonna build both of these burgers out, layers of flavor, Memphis style. That's how we do it here. When you're building a burger, kind of the order you want to go in, get you some green leaf lettuce on your burger there. We're gonna top that burger with some tomatoes, some red onions for color. What are we missing?
Another layer of flavor.
One more layer of flavor. You know, here at Bluff City, we're cooking in the Bluff City. That's Memphis, Tennessee. You know, we just about got to put barbecue sauce on everything. Bluff City Rub, a little barbecue sauce here, and these things are gonna turn out fantastic.
Memphis style, baby.
Memphis style.